My best friend called me on FaceTime. So then I said, why you calling me so early in the morning? How you know I'm up? He said, because I love you. And he said, there's something else you don't know. And then I was like, huh? And then he reached down and put out a gun. I said, man, what are you doing with that gun? He started shooting, then he shot her. And then he put the gun to his head.
This is Stephanie Mosley, a 30-year-old rising star whose incredible talent took her from the dance studios of Vancouver all the way to Hollywood's spotlight. She wasn't just another dancer. She lit up VH1's hit show, Hit the Floor, and shared the stage with icons like Beyoncé, Rihanna, and Chris Brown. But on the morning of December 8, 2014, the glamour faded into horror. Neighbors in a luxury Los Angeles apartment building woke up to her terrified screams, followed by the deafening sound of 10 gunshots that ended her life in an instant. Her husband, 34-year-old rapper Earl Hayes, made the chilling decision that if he couldn't have her, no one would. But how could a man that friends swore was caring, calm, and never violent reach such a dark breaking point? From the time she could walk, Stephanie was moving to the beat. Rhythm seemed to live in her bones. At just 2 years old, her mom signed her up for ballet lessons, and from there, she was unstoppable. Growing up around Vancouver's Lower Mainland, she trained fiercely at top studios like Pacific Arts Ballet, Kirkwood Academy, and Dance Mode Productions, where instructor Rachel Poirier mentored her for 6 years straight. By the time she was a teen, Stephanie was already a force in the competitive dance world. Between ages 15 and 18, her shelf was stacked with trophies, each one proof that judges saw what everyone else already knew. This girl wasn't just good, she was meant for greatness. But as her dreams grew bigger, Vancouver started to feel way too small for what she had in her heart. So in 2002, at just 18, Stephanie made the boldest move of her life. She packed her bags, left her family and hometown behind, and headed straight to Los Angeles, the city where stars are made. There, she joined the dance crew, Best Kept Secret, a group that would launch her into the wild, competitive, and sometimes brutal world of professional entertainment. Stephanie Mosley wasn't just chasing fame, she was living her dream, until that dream turned into a nightmare that no one saw coming. Stephanie didn't just break into Hollywood, she took it over with pure fire and elegance that left even the biggest names in the game stunned. Her work ethic and stage presence were unreal. Soon, her resume looked like a who's who of music legends. She was dancing behind Beyoncé, Janet Jackson, Usher, Mariah Carey, Rihanna, Chris Brown, Britney Spears, and Jennifer Lopez. That's not just success, that's domination. She wasn't just another dancer in the background. Stephanie owned every stage she touched. Her moves were razor-sharp, hypnotic, and full of power, earning her a spot in tours, award shows, and music videos watched by millions around the world. But she wasn't satisfied with just dancing. Her acting career was starting to shine too.
Nights of it means for me, friends. A couple of my friends from Canada, I'm from Vancouver, Canada. They're hosting. My friend, he's the artist Shane Dean, he's here. We're all just gathering and having a ball, I guess.
Now, when can we hear some of your vocals?
I think in probably about 4 months. We're on a mixtape with Floyd Mayweather called The Money Machine. So we're excited. We have about 3 songs on it. So you'll hear it soon.
It's going to be this summer, you think?
Yeah, about 4 months.
In 2004, she appeared in Catwoman, not only dancing, but also doing stunt work, proving she could handle anything Hollywood threw her way. 2 years later, she showed off her acting skills again, playing China in Idlewild, adding even more versatility to her growing reputation. By 2006, Stephanie wasn't just performing anymore. She was helping to create the magic. She became an associate choreographer for the Twilight Saga, Breaking Dawn, Part 1 in 2011, while also dancing in the film herself. Talk about multitasking like a boss. Her other credits stacked up fast: Mirror Mirror, Sparkle, and Girl vs. Monster. Every project polishing her image as a creative powerhouse. But her biggest break came on television. Stephanie scored a recurring role on Hellcats from 2010 to 2011, appearing in 11 episodes before landing the part that would make her a household name. Asha, one of the fierce devil girls on VH1's hit show Hit the Floor in 2013. Her performance lit up 14 episodes of high-energy drama, mixing passion, dance, and intensity like never before. Even as fame wrapped tighter around her, Stephanie never lost touch with where she came from. She visited her family in Vancouver often, staying grounded, loyal, and humble, no matter how bright the spotlight got. But beneath all that glitz and those picture-perfect smiles, her personal life was quietly turning into a storm, one full of tension, jealousy, and emotional chaos that no one could see coming. Somewhere along her climb through the entertainment world, Stephanie crossed paths with Detroit-born rapper Earl Hayes, and their chemistry was instant. On the outside, their story looked like the perfect Hollywood romance, two dream-chasing artists pushing each other to the top, standing strong against an industry that could build you up one day and break you down the next. Earl Warren Hayes came into the world on May 28, 1980, in the tough but soulful streets of Detroit, Michigan, a city known for its raw music scene and unfiltered talent. That energy shaped his lyrical style, giving his sound that real edge and hunger that set him apart. Just like Stephanie, Earl wanted more than what his hometown could offer, so in the early 2000s, he packed up and made his move to Los Angeles, determined to make his mark in both music and acting. His grind started to pay off when he linked up with boxing champion Floyd Mayweather Jr., a move that would change everything. Around 2010, Earl officially signed to Mayweather's Filthy Rich Records, a label built to spotlight rising stars and managed by James P. Reala McNair, one of Mayweather's closest business partners. Suddenly, Earl wasn't just another artist. He was part of the Money Team, that exclusive inner circle living life in the fast lane, flashing success, fame, and wealth all over social media. That exposure helped Earl stack serious connections in the industry. Instead of focusing on solo albums, he dropped collaborations with some of the biggest names in the game: 50 Cent, Timbaland, Dr. Dre, Too Short, Black Rob, and even the Pussycat Dolls. One of his most talked about collabs was Double Up with 50 Cent from the 2012 mixtape 5, Murder by Numbers, proof that his name was climbing higher on the rap radar. Big endorsements from legends like Dr. Dre and Timbaland helped lock in his label deal, and soon he was releasing freestyles, remixes, and tracks that showed off his sharp flow and street-smart style. His remix of Carrie Hilson's Get Your Money Up turned heads in the underground scene, and for a while, it seemed like Earl was right on the edge of blowing up big. In 2008, Earl and Stephanie made it official. They got married. To the outside world, they looked like the ultimate Hollywood power couple, beautiful, talented, and unstoppable. But behind that picture-perfect image, cracks were slowly starting to form. Cracks that no one could see. Not yet. They looked like the perfect couple. Two stunning, talented stars who seemed to have it all. Both were shining in their own careers, supporting each other's dreams, and showing the world what success looked like when love and ambition collided. They even made a joint appearance in Floyd Mayweather's 2013 Showtime documentary, 30 Days in May, a behind-the-scenes look at the boxer's life that also gave fans a glimpse of his close inner circle. On screen, Earl and Stephanie came off like Hollywood royalty, stylish, happy, and living the kind of glamorous life that millions could only dream of.
It means a lot. It means everything, really. Giving back is, why we do all this, why we strive so hard in Hollywood and stuff and make money and bring awareness to everything. So it means everything. So I'm excited. Very excited. Yes, I'm on the new series Bounce on VH1. We start filming in January. My name is Aurelie. Look out for me. It's really exciting stuff about basketball cheerleaders. So, yay.
Were you
Be
a
bouncing.
cheerleader in your other life? Or
No, but a dancer. So pretty much the same thing.
comes naturally?
Comes very natural. Very natural.
But behind those flawless photos and red carpet smiles, their relationship was quietly falling apart. Jealousy, suspicion, and painful accusations started poisoning what once looked like a fairy tale romance. Around 2012, Earl's trust in Stephanie began to crumble. He started accusing her of being unfaithful with several entertainers, but his obsession zeroed in on one name in particular: R&B singer Trey Songz, born Tremaine Alden Neverson. Those accusations cut deep. People close to the couple later revealed that Earl became consumed by the idea of betrayal. One source told reporters that the rumors crushed him and he never got over it, describing how the rapper's emotions spiraled out of control. Friends said he was heartbroken, haunted, and stuck in a dark place he couldn't escape. The separation that followed lasted about a year, and during that time, Earl reportedly slipped into a state of emotional chaos, depressed, obsessive, and unpredictable. By 2013 or early 2014, the couple decided to give their marriage another chance. Stephanie, ever the optimist, believed love could heal what fame and fear had broken. She told friends and family that she was ready for a new beginning and truly believed things could go back to how they once were. Those close to her wanted so badly to believe it too, to think that all the pain and tension were finally behind them. But what no one knew was that the love story the world admired was already sitting on a ticking clock, and time was running out fast. Burl Wilkes, who called himself Earl's best friend and life coach, couldn't believe what happened. He said the tragedy was unimaginable, describing Earl as a kind, generous man who never showed even a hint of violence during all the years they'd known each other. Everyone around him was in shock. How could someone so calm and caring suddenly snap like that? But what nobody fully understood back then was that Earl Hayes never truly healed from the suspicions that had poisoned his mind back in 2012. Those painful accusations of cheating, whether they were real or not, had dug deep inside him like a parasite feeding on his fears, twisting his thoughts and growing stronger with every single day. Even while he and Stephanie tried to patch things up, that darkness never really left him. It just hid beneath the surface, waiting to explode. Their reunion might have looked picture-perfect from the outside, but underneath it all, it was built on pain, mistrust, and unresolved scars. The jealousy inside Earl didn't fade. It festered, turning into something dangerous and uncontrollable. What once was love started to look more like obsession, and the emotional storm brewing inside him was reaching its breaking point. Just days before the tragedy, Stephanie had told her family that things were finally getting better. She sounded hopeful, saying she felt their marriage was back on track, that maybe they'd made it through the worst, and were finally ready to move forward toward the life they once dreamed of building together. Her optimism was real, her heart full of belief that love could fix what pain had shattered. But while Stephanie was looking toward a fresh start, Earl's mind was slipping deeper into the past, haunted by thoughts he couldn't let go of. It was a tragedy waiting to happen, one that no amount of love, loyalty, or second chances could stop. The couple lived in a luxury apartment complex called the Palazzo, located in LA's upscale Fairfax district, right on the 300 block of Hauser Boulevard at the Park La Brea complex, a spot known for its celebrity residence and high-end lifestyle. It was the kind of place where stars and entertainment insiders mingled, drawn by the fancy amenities and the short drive to Hollywood's glittering heart. From the outside, everything about their life screamed success and glamour. But on the morning of December 8, 2014, that picture-perfect image shattered completely. The quiet dawn over Los Angeles turned into a nightmare. Around 7 a.m., Earl Hayes grabbed his phone and made a FaceTime call to Floyd Mayweather, the man he saw not just as a mentor, but as a brother. He was desperate, maybe for advice, maybe for someone to stop him, but his thoughts were already clouded in darkness. Mayweather later recalled, "I was sitting with Melissa Brim. My best friend called me on FaceTime. We was talking a little bit. He put Stephanie on the phone." What started as a call between friends quickly spiraled into something chilling. Earl's voice, once calm, carried the weight of years of pain, jealousy, and anger, all bubbling to the surface in real time. Those old accusations, the ones that had haunted him since 2012, were now controlling his every thought. His mind twisted the past into something unbearable, convincing him that there was only one way to end the torment. On the other end of the call, Floyd could sense the danger immediately. He knew Earl was in crisis and tried everything he could to stop what was coming. Mayweather pleaded with him, begging him to walk away peacefully, telling him to get a divorce, to leave instead of destroy everything. But no matter how hard he tried, his words couldn't reach through the chaos that had taken over Earl's mind. What happened next would leave even those closest to them forever haunted. A tragedy that unfolded in real time, in front of someone who was powerless to stop it. By this point, Earl Hayes was past the point of reason. His mind was spinning out of control, clouded by emotions, jealousy, and whatever substances he and Stephanie had reportedly taken that night. Everything inside him seemed to snap all at once, and what happened next would scar everyone connected to them forever. On the other end of the FaceTime call, Floyd Mayweather could only listen helplessly as the argument between Earl and Stephanie grew louder and more intense. Voices clashed, emotions boiled over, and then Stephanie's terrified screams tore through the phone speaker, followed by a chilling silence that hung in the air like the world had stopped breathing. And then, gunfire. Loud, echoing, final. Mayweather later said he shouted, "Man, what are you doing with that gun?" But it was already too late. Earl's rage and heartbreak had taken full control, and in that moment, the unthinkable happened. Moments later, Earl appeared back on the screen, his face disturbingly calm, almost detached. He told Mayweather that he had just killed Stephanie and now planned to end his own life. Before Floyd could even respond, another deafening gunshot rang out through the phone. Earl had turned the weapon on himself, ending everything in an instant. Neighbors, shaken by the sound of gunfire, immediately called 911. When police arrived, they quickly realized this wasn't just a domestic call. It was a barricade situation. A SWAT team was dispatched to the Palazzo complex, locking down the area as residents were evacuated from their homes. Streets were blocked, traffic came to a halt, and chaos spread through the normally quiet, upscale neighborhood. Within minutes, what started as a desperate phone call between two friends had turned into a full-blown tragedy, one that would leave Hollywood reeling and the world asking how love, jealousy, and fame could twist into something so horrifying. As law enforcement surrounded the building, officers braced for the worst. No one knew what they were about to walk into. The SWAT team took control of the scene, weapons drawn, hearts pounding, as they prepared to breach the apartment where the couple had been living just hours earlier, like any normal day. The silence inside was eerie, heavy, and full of dread. When SWAT finally broke down the door, what they found was devastating. Both Earl and Stephanie were discovered in the bathroom, the final scene of a love story gone tragically wrong. Stephanie had been shot multiple times, with wounds to her head, torso, and legs. It appeared she may have tried to escape into the bathtub, desperately seeking safety in her final moments. Earl was found nearby, dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. Paramedics could only confirm what was already clear. Both were gone. In one horrific moment, two lives full of promise and talent were erased, leaving behind nothing but shock, confusion, and heartbreak. Just months earlier, they'd been posing together for cameras, smiling and glowing, the image of love and success. Now, that picture-perfect image had been shattered forever. The LAPD's initial findings quickly pointed to what had happened. Evidence from the scene, the position of the firearm, ballistic tests, and the absence of any forced entry or other suspects made the conclusion tragically clear. Within days, investigators confirmed that Earl Hayes had killed his wife, Stephanie Mosley, before taking his own life. On December 10, 2014, the LAPD released an official statement confirming the murder-suicide and closing the door on any other possibilities. The LA County Coroner's Office, led by Assistant Chief Ed Winter, conducted the autopsies, noting Stephanie's multiple injuries and ordering toxicology tests to learn what substances might have been in their systems that night. The truth was grim. Two bright stars, gone too soon, in a tragedy that no one could ever truly make sense of. Though no public toxicology results were ever released beyond the confirmed gunshot causes of death, police did interview Floyd Mayweather as a key witness. After all, he had witnessed the unthinkable in real time through FaceTime. No charges were ever filed, as his role was purely that of a horrified friend who had tried, and heartbreakingly failed, to talk his brother down from the edge of destruction. When news broke of the tragedy, the entertainment world was left in complete shock. No one could process that Stephanie Mosley, the vibrant, talented dancer who had lit up stages around the world, was gone. Trey Songz, the man at the center of Earl's jealous suspicions, posted a heartfelt tribute on Twitter on December 9, 2014, writing, "R.I.P. baby girl. Once an angel on earth, now watching over us from heaven. You'll be missed, but never forgotten. Love." The words were tender, yet careful, avoiding any direct mention of the rumors that had played a part in this heartbreak. Stephanie's castmates and colleagues came together to create a GoFundMe memorial fund, raising over $8,700 to help her family and honor her legacy. It was a small but heartfelt way for the entertainment community to rally behind her loved ones, offering love, comfort, and support in the face of a loss that felt impossible to understand. What makes this story so chilling, so deeply haunting, is how Earl's public image never hinted at the storm inside him. Friends, co-workers, even his life coach all said the same thing. They never saw any signs of violence, not once. To them, he was calm, loyal, caring, a man who loved his wife. But behind the smiles, behind the couple's glamorous posts and polished red carpet moments, something dark had been silently growing. And that's the part that hits hardest. The truth that sometimes the danger doesn't look like danger at all. The monster doesn't always show its face until it's too late. It hides behind laughter, behind filtered photos, behind words of love, until jealousy and paranoia twist into something unstoppable. Stephanie Mosley's story is a reminder that fame can hide the deepest pain, and love, when mixed with fear and obsession, can become something deadly. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment below. Tell us what you think about this tragic story of clouded fame, where love, jealousy, and fame collided in the most heartbreaking way imaginable.